I don't trust people that don't swear. Adults that don't swear. I don't trust adults that don't swear. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with somebody if they doesn't swear. They're hiding something. There's a disconnect with reality when people don't swear, you know? They probably touch kids. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with them. You can't trust people that don't swear. There's something wrong. And they always think they're better than you when people don't swear. You notice that? They always go out of their way to let you know they don't swear, like they're better than you. Like, oh, I don't know, I just find better ways of communicating than using foul and obscene language. Oh, fuck you. You keep an eye on those people that don't swear. They're hiding something, man. There's something dark. There's some dark, dark things in their head. And that's why they don't swear, because they don't want to lead you down their dark path. But they're hiding dark secrets in there. You watch them. They'll act overly nice. You keep an eye on them. You'll see them. They'll say things like, the wife and I had a lovely dinner with you all tonight. We hope you have a wonderful night of digestion. And we're going to go and catch some rest now and get a full night's slumber. We hope to reconvene with you all in the morning and enjoy a delicious breakfast. With that, I wish you all sweet dreams. And he walks away from the table and was like, isn't that nice? He's so nice. Then he goes up the stairs, closes the bedroom door. All right, honey, shit on my chest. Because he's got dark, dark things going on in there. At least if you swear, I don't have to worry about shitting on anyone's chest. That's where I crossed the line with you. They were like, whoa, what's with the shitting on the chest? Well, that's why I trust my doctor, because he swears at me. Big Asian guy, how are you? Good to see you. You know you're a big Asian guy, didn't you? What style of Asian are you? Chinese. Never heard it quite put with that accent before? All right, nice to meet you. I'm Chinese. Where are you from? Born in Australia. You're born in Australia? Hang out, mate. All right, how are you? Yeah, hang out. All right. And you're a big fan of meat? Or... according to his shirt, it says fucking meat. I didn't put it on there. Look at me sideways, all right? Now, what's your name? Peter. Peter, for sure, absolutely, yeah. And your girlfriend? That's Wong. This is Wong. Would you have a Chinese name, Peter? Don't fucking lie to me, Peter. I don't believe you. Where are your parents from?
From China in Tanshan.
From where? Tanshan? Well, let me tell you something. The Tanshan is building right now. If you don't tell me your Chinese name, there's no way your parents went, that's our baby, Peter. No chance. Unless your name is like Peter, you know what I mean? Like, the family name is Ta, and his name's P, you know? Peter. Peter 諗下好煩呢 飛佬 Peter. It's fucked up that I said that, Peter. I'm sorry. And that's your lovely lady with you? You guys what, married? Engaged?
Engaged.
Engaged. Congratulations. When are you guys doing that? You don't know? No rush? She's like, no, fuck that. How long you guys been together for?
4 years.
4 years? Wow. Are you waiting to get to 8? Because that's a lucky number in Chinese? Is that what it is? After 8, mate, then we're good. Yeah, no worries. Next 4 years, we're going on a walkabout. And how did you meet? And by meet, I don't mean... How did you get together? Work. That's nice. How old are you, Peter?
28.
28. Okay, good. Well, don't rush into getting married at 28. You too? You 28 as well, sweetheart? Same? Oh, that's nice. Oh. You gonna knock her up at some point, Peter? You think, little half-Asian babies, huh? That's what I'm talking about, buddy. Good. I have a baby. I have a daughter. I like her. Yeah, well, she's not here. You don't have to clap. I mean, she'll watch this at some point. Dad, what the fuck? You know. Who has kids? You have kids, you two, English guy? No? No, not yet. No. Go, you gotta unfurry your furry area and ta-da! I like being a dad. My daughter's good. She's she's 2. She's really pretty. I say that like, let me clear something up. If I had a fucked up looking kid, I would be the first to tell you. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, I got a little girl. Fingers crossed she grows out of it, you know? But I'm honest. I hate when people tell you how cute their kid is, and then you see their kid and you're like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta see my kid's like, whoa, what did you Google a platypus before you showed me your kid? What is that? Not every kid's cute. I mean, they're sweet, but you can look at a kid and be like, ugh. I saw a cute baby in the mall the other day, but just a giant head on this kid. Just, like, I could tell, like, it couldn't even hold that shit up, you know? Just a big head on that baby. I hope he grows into that thing, but, she is very, very pretty girl, my daughter. She is, like, people see her and they go, wow, she's so pretty. I go, and to be honest with you, my daughter's very pretty because she looks like my ex-wife. My ex-wife is a very good-looking woman on the outside, and, she's, my ex-wife's like a Ferrari with no engine, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, is that a Ferrari? Yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just fucking sits there and costs me money. That's all it does. Are there any pregnant women here tonight? Okay. Sorry that you're in the stairs and had to climb all that shit. Pregnant women have it rough. You have no idea until you get pregnant how rough pregnant women have. Like, I mean, there's the obvious things that women go through when they're pregnant. They're uncomfortable. Their hormones are crazy. They got cravings. They got a human inside of them. Their moods are all over the place. That's enough to deal with on your own. But then when you have to deal with other people too, that only adds insult to injury. And especially in America, it's even worse because Americans don't give a shit. They'll just say whatever they want to. At least in Australia, like, I don't know what's happening, mate. Looking like a kangaroo. Yeah, mate. What'd you say? Nothing. Well, American. No worries. I'm a healthy child. Yeah, all right, yeah. Let me give you a carrot. They got to deal with other people. When my ex-wife was pregnant, we were in the mall one time. This girl walks up to my ex-wife. She goes, oh my God, you're pregnant. She pointed at her stomach like we didn't know where she was pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, you're pregnant? That's a miracle. You have a miracle growing inside of you. I hate when people say shit is a miracle. It's not a miracle when a woman gets pregnant. It's a blessing. It's not a miracle. Especially when my ex-wife got pregnant. She's Latina. I'm Indian. How hard do you think it was to get pregnant? You know what I mean? You got the 2 most fertile humans on the planet. We never even had sex. I just sent her a text one day. I'm coming home. I just saw coming. hate when people say shit is a miracle. That's a miracle. It's not a miracle, you know? It'd be a miracle if I was in the wrong hole, then it's a miracle, you know what I mean? Oh my God, you're pregnant? That's a miracle. It is a miracle. I was in her ass. This is the most determined child you've ever seen. Do you know how much shit this kid's been through? I like being a dad, you know. Having a little girl makes you a daddy. I know your Chinese side probably wants a boy, but I don't make up these things, all right? Just going by what I understand. And they get to this age where they repeat everything, literally. You know, people warn me about that. Hey, Russell, when you have a kid, you gotta watch what you say, because they're gonna repeat everything. I'm like, no, they don't. And I forgot that I have a foul mouth, you know what I mean? I forgot about some of the things I do when I'm alone in the car, you know? When I was driving to pick up my daughter a few weeks ago, I was playing NWA on the way there. And, you know, because it's so old school, I wasn't thinking about what they were saying. I was just thinking about the memories it brought back for me, you know, the late 80s. I'm like, NWA. And then you start thinking about when you were, you know, all these things. And I wasn't thinking about what they were saying. Then I pick up my daughter, put her in the car, and I don't sing along completely because I don't really know the words to everything. You just sing along when you hear the part, you know. And anyway, I got to this part in the song, and I was like, I'm just driving. I'm like, yo, got that 5-0 double up, nigga. And then 2 seconds later from the back seat, I hear, nigga. No. And I'm trying to flush her memory. I'm like, potato, baby. Say potato. Potato, nigga. I can't return her to her mother full of filth. I'm 52. We're old now. You know, we're getting there. Here's the thing. Like, I feel like after 50, you got 2 years left, but after 50, you'll realize you have more in common with an 85-year-old woman than you do with a 30-year-old man. 85-year-old woman will be like, do you remember back in the day? And I'm like, yes, I do. And a fucking 30-year-old guy would be like, hey, you remember back in the day? I was like, when was that, fuckface? Yesterday? Young people have no concept of time. Like, oh my God, it was so long. It was like 3 days ago. It was, hey, put on some old school. From when? Fucking 2017? Here's the problem. As I'm getting old, as I'm getting older, I'm finding more and more day by day I get irritated by young people. And I see there's a lot of young people here. And you're probably a pain in my ass. But I say that with love. Like millennials and Gen Zs, I don't know what it is about you that fucking annoys me so much. But like, you know what it is? When young people want to tell me things, I get irritated. Like, hey, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? I'm like, did you know you could shut the fuck up? Did you know that? Did you know? Did you know you don't learn when you talk, you learn when you listen? Did you know that? You know, I Googled this thing about the 80s. Did you know? I'm like, yeah, I was there, motherfucker. I was there. It's not fair that I feel like this about young people, because I remember when I was in my early 20s and some dude in his 50s came up to me and was like, your generation sucks. Your music is trash. You haven't contributed to this world. I can't wait for life to kick you in the nuts. And I remember looking at him thinking in my head, fuck you old prick. You're just angry because you're old. You forgot how to enjoy life and have fun. When I get into my 50s, I'll never be like you. Well, here I am. It's inevitable. You can't help it, man. And I don't want to be like this, you know? So I'm like, what is it about young people that bothers my generation so much? And the more I started thinking about it, the more I realized everything that's wrong with the millennials and the Gen Zs, everything that we don't like about them, everything that is seemingly wrong with your generations, everything we don't like about you is my generation's fault. Like literally everything, think about the things we say about young people. They're fucking lazy. Well, that's our fault because my generation said, you know what? I'm going to work hard so my kids don't have to work that hard so they can enjoy life a little bit more. And now we're mad at them for it. Like, why don't you get a job? I got a job. I started a YouTube channel. I'm an influencer. What the fuck does that mean? What do? I open packages and I film it. I go, does that mean my wife is an influencer for Amazon without a camera? Influencer. Do you know any influencers growing up? Our generation never had influencers. I knew one. I did know one influencer when I was growing up. It was my dad's right hand. That was the only influencer I knew. Do the dishes. I don't want to. How about I influence you? All right, Ruben. These are all your buddies from work. Where do you work? You own a real estate company. That's nice. You're selling a lot of buying. You seem very proud of that. You're one of those guys, aren't you? Just gonna buy it. What are you gonna do with that? I don't know. Fucking I own it though. Monopoly is like real life for you, isn't it? I'm just gonna put a hotel on this place. Fucking I'm Indian. I'll put a motel. I don't give a shit. That's good. Is that what you wanted to do your whole life? You wanted to go into advertising? Let's be, okay, how old are you, Ruben? 35. Okay, that's the first problem. Okay, you see, this worked out for me because I couldn't have this demeanor and work in a regular job because I would just be really insulting if you work. Welcome to Starbucks. That shirt looks up. I was never going to be a professional. It wasn't in my family. There's nobody in my family that had, professional dreams. What was your dream when you were 15, 14 years old, Ruben? No, first of all, be honest, because no 14-year-old knows about advertising. No 14-year-old going, I'm going to be in advertising. Just, you have real goofy dreams at 14. Let me help you. You know what my dream was at 14, 15? To be a dancer. Wait, let me explain. Not a stripper. I was a break dancer, and then I thought I could turn this into money for the rest of my life. And this is in the 80s. You got to figure it's 84, 85. And I was like, yo, I'm going to be a fucking dancer. And back then they didn't have any, you learned it from your friends or watching movies or TV. You saw it and then you were like, I'm going to do that. And then there was no school. Like my friend has kids now and he's like, yeah, my son goes to hip hop classes. Like, what the fuck is a hip hop class? Oh, they teach them how to break dance. Why don't they call it break dancing? Because hip hop is it's not something you do. It's a lifestyle. Break dancing is the dance. I don't really give a shit what they call it. As long as that is out of the house, that's all that matters. Back in the day, there was no hip hop classes. There was no breakdancing schools. It was jazz, tap, and ballet. I didn't know that. I walked in one of those dance schools. I was like, yo, I want to be a dancer. And all the guys in the class were like, so do we. I never danced again, Ruben. Never danced again. Haven't danced in 30 years, my friend. The problem with my dad's generation was they just used out-of-date terminology for people. Like there was a Chinese family 3 houses down from me. My dad used to refer to them as the Oriental family. And I'm like, Dad, they're not rugs. You'll appreciate this, Kwesi and Natasha and that guy. What's your name? Jeremiah. Where are you from? UK. All right. Well, your parents are Jamaican? Just, I know where everybody went. From the age of 4 or 5 years old to now, 97% of my friends are black. And that, if you see a video of my wedding online, it looks like the fucking BET Awards. And the reason was because in Canada in the 70s, it was not a nice place to be if you were a brown kid. So the white people were very mean. So the black kids never bothered me. They never bullied me, never picked on me. I was like, all right, I'm going over there because I'm safe. And then I hung around the black kids my whole life. And to this day, 97% of my friends. To the point where my dad was like, son, are there any other people? Everybody's black. But my dad used to use out-of-date terminology. He used to call Chinese people Orientals. And, well, let's just say it got a little uncomfortable in my teens because my dad used to use out-of-date terminology. My friends would knock on the door. Hi, Mr. Peters. Is Russell here? One sec. Hello. Please just go this side. Stand here. Stay away from the car. Son, there's a young Negro boy here waiting for you. I come down, my dad's pointing at him. I go, Dad, why are you pointing at him? So you know where he is. There's only one person standing there. No, the Oriental boy is in the back. Look, look. He's playing Chinese checkers or something. I don't know what he's doing. And this is where my dad would defend himself, and it would be frustrating because his defense would make sense. I go, Dad, why did you call him a young Negro boy? What part of that description is not correct? Is he an old white woman? No. So we started political correctness to stop that shit from going forward. We weren't trying to change the world. We were just trying to make things a little easier for the next generation. We meant well. Then these millennials and Gen Zs showed up and took advantage of our niceness. He took advantage of us. We're like, hey, you know that politically correct thing you guys are doing? We're like, yeah, we'd like to add some things to it. Oh, sure, we must have missed something. Yeah, what would you like to add? You know how I was born a male? Yes, I'm aware of that. Yep. I don't feel comfortable identifying as a male anymore. Okay. Maybe you'd be more comfortable identifying as a female. No. Those were the only fucking choices. I just feel like these are social constructs that are designed to keep us apart from each other. When we are neither male nor female, not black nor white, we are simply just one people, one race, the human race. And I'm like, listen here, other fucker. I got real life adult problems going on in my world. What do you do? You're a DB. I don't know what that is. Database admin. I was like, see, you said it like I'm supposed to know this. Do you see what I do for a living? I hold a microphone. This is as technical as my job gets. I don't even do sound check. I let Lane show. I'm like, hello, hello. Yeah, it's working, guys. Wow. And how old are you, sweetheart? 30. See, I expect her to be good with computers. You're 40, so, you're kind of at that cutoff point where you might not be good with computers. I blame I'm 44. That's why I blame me not being good with computers. Because the internet started in 1994. It started 20 years ago. When it started, you were 10. You know what I mean? So you grew up with internet. I was 24 when the internet started. Everyone's like, you're going to get on the internet? I'm like, no, just go without me. I've got a typewriter. I'll send you a telefax if I need you. I'm horrible on the computers. You know what I can do? Vince, let me tell you what I can do. It's easier for me to tell you what I can do than what I can't do on a computer. Here's what I can do. I can stream and I can download. That's all you need. John, you good on the computers? I don't even know what they are, for Christ's sake. Email? What is that? I can stream and I stream porn. and I download music. That's all you need to do, right? You don't need to download porn. If you're downloading porn, you're way too attached to the porn, is all I'm saying. If you're that attached to porn, you should be in a relationship. I stream and I can't upload. I honestly, that's not even like, I just don't know how. One of my friends was listening to my iTunes the other day, goes, yo, that's a sick mix, send me that. And I go, okay. So you know what I did? I went to the store. I bought one of those USB sticks, because I know how to do that. I know how to do that. You get the USB stick, you stick it inside of your laptop, you drag the music in, you eject it. I saw my friend, I acted like I was from the future. I go, hey man, remember that mix you liked? Yeah. Here it is. He goes, thanks. Why don't you just put it in Dropbox? Why don't you go f*** yourself? Why don't you stop judging me, huh? What, don't you have Dropbox? I go, yeah, I have Dropbox. Don't you know it works? You just drag it in there. I go, you know, just drag it in there. I don't know how to get it the f*** out of Dropbox. I need another app called Box where it all comes out of. How do you get out of Dropbox? I have stuff stuck in there. I have a car stuck in Dropbox. I'm waiting for it to show up on Storage Wars so I can buy it. Yep. Not good with a computer. It's not my forte. What do you prefer, Vince, a PC or a Mac? PC, you too, sweetheart? Yeah, that's how you know you're good on a computer. People that are good on a computer can work a PC. I use a Mac because it's stupid people friendly. I am a stupid people. PCs, that's dangerous. That's and I'll tell you why. Because I go to a lot of questionable websites. Wow, where'd you guys meet? Here in New Jersey. And when did you leave India? 2008. Both of you? Same time? So you did not leave in 2008? Just see, the answer was, so when did you leave India? And she said 2008, and he said yes. I said, both of you? He goes, yes. And then he goes, but I left a year after. You left the U.S. in 2009? Where the did you go? You went back to India? You're like, enough of this. This traffic is ridiculous. I'm going back to India, where it's absolutely ridiculous. And what part of India? South India, where? What'd you call me? Where? Oh, near Hyderabad. Why didn't you just say that, for sakes? I didn't need the village name. I mean, you know, Guntur. I'm like, look, I know, but I don't know every inch of India. You know what I mean? Black couple, good to see you. I don't think I didn't see you. I don't want you to feel left out. Yeah. How you doing? You good? What's your name, boss? Sorry? Alan. You don't have to put on that white voice for me, Alan. It's, Alan. Alan. I didn't even say, like, license and registration. I was like, hey, what's your name? You could have just been like, Alan, mother. You know, you're like, Alan. Yep, just me and my old lady hanging out. Even the white guy went, huh? What do you do, Alan? You fix appliances, all right. Every time I hear something like that, I look at the Arab guy in the front, just to see if his eyes went, That's a great idea. You from Jersey? Yes, sir. And that's your wife, your girlfriend? Girlfriend? Your voice cracked. Did you hear that? You went from white guy to teenager in no time. You see that? Alan, girlfriend. Ah, man. Any Italian people in the house tonight? Italians? Are you real Italian or are you like a New York Italian? In New York, that's not fucking real Italian, you know. You what? Your parents are from Italy, so do you speak Italian? Oh, well then you're a real Italian. As long as you speak Italian, to me, you're a real Italian. Because you meet a lot of people in New York that are Italian, but don't speak a fucking word of Italian. But they act more Italian than the actual Italians do. I was standing right in Times Square the other day, and this Italian dude walked past me. He had what I thought was like an Indian girl. Looked like an Indian girl. And they walked past me. I was just standing there chilling. Times Square, you can just stand there and look at shit. So they walked past, and I didn't check out his girl. All I did was this. They walked past. I was like, it's an Indian thing. The minute Indian people see another Indian person, we're like, oh. I thought I was the only one. That's the bubble we live in. But I didn't gawk. They walked by and I just did this. And I just continued looking at whatever, nothing. I was just looking at Times Square. You're just fucking looking at shit. And I don't know how this dude saw me. But all of a sudden behind me I hear, "Hey!" And it's Times Square, so you don't pay attention to every A that you hear. So I'm just, "Hey! Hey, dick face!" I was like, dick face? I want to see who this dick face is. I'm like, it's very close to my fuck face. What is if this is a fuck face, what's a dick face? I don't know what a dick face is. I don't know what a dick face is. So I want to see. Where is this dick face? He goes, "Hey, dick face!" And he goes, "Yeah, you!" I'm like, "I'm dick face?" Where the fuck do you get the balls to look at my girl? Because this is what they do is when they get angry, they'll ask you a question, and it's a really fucked up question. And it's a rhetorical question, to be honest with you. But they ask you like you're supposed to answer. They wait for you to answer. Where the fuck? Let me ask you a question. Where the fuck? Where the fuck do you get the balls to look at my girl? Where? And I'm like, what? Where? Show me. Why don't you fucking show me? Take me to the fucking store where you got the balls to look at my girl. Where the fuck did you get the fucking balls? Where? And I panicked, right? I'm like, Costco. Got a jar. Is that your wife, your girlfriend with you? My white friend? Fiance, nice job, buddy. How old are you? Me, 25. It's like you're a caveman. Me, 25. Jane, younger. Older, apparently. How much older are you? 3 years. Oh, that's not too bad. 2 more years and you're a cougar. What's your name, buddy? Kevin. And your lady?
Linda. Kevin and Linda. When you're getting married? August 6th next year, is it? Lovely. Big wedding. Where? How many people? Maybe 150.
All the Indians went, I thought you said big wedding. That was a... That's cute. 150, that is a backyard party where I come from, that is.
That's a car full to Indian people. That is one minibus full of people. 150. How long have you been dating for? 4 years. Nice. That's cool. And you love her, Kevin? Oh, yeah. You didn't have to pinch him, sweetheart. I saw. She's like this. I go, you love her, right? Kevin, she's like, fucking. Oh, yes. You know she's the right one for you? Does she make life better? Oh, yeah. That seems so rehearsed. He's like, oh, yeah. And every day is a brighter day. How I love you so, Linda. You just know when you meet the right chick, you know? You love your girl, right, bro? Sometimes. Well, that's how you know that's the right girl. Because you can't continually love them all the time. Sorry? Yeah, it goes up and down, right? Are you guys married? Sometimes? Man, it's going to be long jerking off for you tonight, I'll tell you that. Hopefully you drink too much and you won't be able to get it up, so it'll be all right. But it didn't bother me. I couldn't fuck it anyway. It'd been like trying to shoot pool with a rope. You know when you meet the right chick, she has a way of calming you down, you know? That's how you know. Like, I've dated, you know how you know with the wrong girl? When you get in a bad mood, she gets in a bad mood with you. That's the wrong fucking chick. If you come home, you're like, I can't believe this shit. And your girl goes, we should go fuck somebody up. Get rid of that bitch. She's gonna get you put in jail.
Mature subject matter and content which may be offensive to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
You're at JFL with Russell Peters, starring Sophie Buttle, Dave Merhej, James Davis, Robert Kelly, and more. It's Russell Peters at JFL.
Bon sour. Very French. I'm very French. Good to see you guys, or what I can see because the light's in my eyes. And nice. They made a nice mixed audience for me tonight. That's nice. Very representative Canada. You got the Browns together, the Asians together. I need somebody old like me. Sir, you look old. What's your name, sir?
Rob.
Rob? Why did you think about that? And how old are you, Rob?
I'm 55 or so.
56.
56. You know, after 50, taking a year off your life doesn't make a difference. There's many years already taken off your life by this point. I'm 52, Rob. And I'm finding, as I get older, I'm getting more and more irritated by young people. Now, I don't know. I think this is kind of normal, you know what I mean? Because it happens to every generation. Because I remember being in my early 20s, and some dude walked up to me and was like, your generation sucks, your music is trash, you haven't contributed to this world, I can't wait for life to kick you in the nuts. And I remember looking at him and thinking in my head, fuck you, you old prick. You're just mad because you're old. You forgot how to enjoy life and have fun. When I get into my 50s, I'll never be like you. Well, here I am. It's inevitable, Rob. You can't help it. And here's the thing. These millennials and Gen Zs, I know you're here somewhere. Calm down. You're part of the problem. Here's the thing. I know that my generation is unreasonably irritated by your generation. It's even more so than it's been with past generations. And I was trying to figure it out. I was like, what is this? Like, why is it we don't like them this much? And the more I thought about it, the more I realized every single thing that's wrong with the millennials and the Gen Z is our generation's fault. Literally, don't overreact for that one, all right? And millennial prick, I see a little, woo, see, I told you. But everything that's wrong with them, literally our generation caused. And think about it, think about the things we say about them. This generation, they're lazy. That's our fault because our generation said, you know what? I'm going to work hard so my kids don't have to work that hard so they can enjoy life a little bit more. And now we're mad at them for it. Like, once you get a job, I got a job. I started a YouTube channel. I'm an influencer. Influencer? What do you do? I open packages. Does that mean my wife is an influencer for Amazon? Because she's like 8 packages a day. Everything we don't like about them is our fault. Think of they're always on their cell phone. That's our fault. We made the cell phone. They don't know what life was like without the internet. That's our fault. We made the internet. They're soft. They never got beaten by their parents. We are their parents. It was our job to whoop their asses, and we failed. Now you think about it. Every generation's ass whooping got less and less and less to where it's at now. We're past the timeout generation. Apparently that was too barbaric. You think, I remember my dad used to tell me how much better my ass whoopings were than the ones he got while he was whooping my ass. You're lucky this is all you're getting. You know your grandfather threw a leopard at me? What? Where'd he get a leopard from? It was India. They were everywhere. I was like, Dad, I've been to India 20 times. I never saw one leopard. That's because of your grandfather. Well, we did. Everything bothers them. That's what else we say. We say this generation is so sensitive. They get so offended by everything. But that's our generation's fault because our generation started political correctness. But here's what young people don't understand. We started political correctness out of necessity. We didn't do it because we were bored. We didn't do it because we thought it was a good idea. We did it because our parents' generation was insane. You got to understand, my father was born in 1925 in India under British rule. Do you know how nuts my dad was? My dad said racist shit all day long. I'm like, Dad, why do you say so much racist stuff? How can it be racist? I learned English from the British. They are the least racist people. If they were so racist, why would they stay in India for hundreds of years? They love us. You couldn't tell that generation anything. If you called them out on anything, they would defend it, and their defense always made sense, so it was even more frustrating. I said, Dad, you can't do that. It's racist. How can it be racist if I am not racist? How? I was like, Dad, if somebody hears you, they're going to think you're racist. Now, how does that become my problem? How? A stranger who does not know me has an opinion of me that is incorrect. They can think anything they want. They can say, oh, that man is a potato. That does not make me a potato. Let me tell you something about your father and understand this, son, okay? I don't hate anybody, okay? I hate everybody. To be a racist, you must pick and choose. Everybody is an idiot. I worry. You know what one of my biggest fears is? One of my biggest fears is that we're going to run out of letters in the alphabet pretty soon. Because we're replacing words with letters on a daily basis. And there was really only one letter to word that we universally agreed on, the N-word. We all know what it is. Don't say it if you don't want to die. The N-word was the only one we universally agreed on. And that was fine. And it was funny because white people were the ones that wanted to get rid of the N-word, mostly. White people were like, we need to get rid of this word. It's terrible. We should get rid of it. And then somebody was like, what are we going to do with it? And then some black guys, we'll take it. What do you mean you'll take it? We'll take it. I mean, if you're going to get rid of it, give it to us. Well, this is what the problem was. Well, it's going to be our word now. Well, what are you going to do with it? Don't matter. It's going to be our word. Black people in the States OD'd on the N-word. You can't listen to any rap song now. You can't sing along. You're like, pussy ass, fuck boy ass, Versace. You guys ready to get this thing started? This comic's two passions are comedy and golf, which makes perfect sense to me because they both demand focus, choosing the right clubs, and most importantly, getting it in a hole. Please welcome the very funny James Davis.
What's up, y'all? Montreal, make some noise.
Hello, Asian guys. How are you? You got some short shorts on. You okay, buddy? It's not. First of all, they're pink. I don't know if you're aware of that. You can't. There you go. Yeah. I don't know what kind of avant-garde style you're going with today, but you're wearing pink shorts. It's 50 degrees outside, and then to cover it up, you're wearing a leather jacket. That does. I don't know what you're wearing jogging shoes. Are you going for a run and then a rumble? I don't know. What are you doing? Like, you're going for a rumble? What style of Asian are you? What are you? What? You came somewhere. I don't know. What style of Asian are you? Chinese. Okay. You too, bro? That guy didn't want to admit. He was like, well, I am, but not like this asshole. Do you guys know each other, or did they just happen to see two Asians together? What's your name, buddy? Jonas? Shit just gets worse for you, doesn't it? Just fucking. And you're from Toronto? Don't blame us. So you guys know, not everybody in Toronto's like that. We don't know how this happened. Those are Canadians right there. See how proud. All right. Look, my Canadian people, I'm one of you. But have you ever noticed that the only time we get proud to be Canadian is when we're not in Canada? That's the only time you meet Canadians proud to be Canadian. I'm in the States, like, fucking Canada! You put them on the plane back to Canada, they're like, fucking Canada. So your parents are from Hong Kong, Jonas, or no? Where are they from? They're from Shanghai. Okay, so they speak Shanghainese, which is basically Mandarin but Shanghaied up. You right? So what's your Chinese name? Because there's no way they named you Jonas. Nor did they hope for those shorts. What's your Chinese name, Jonas? What? Chen? That's your last name. Oh, that's your first name, Chen. So you better never get fat, because you'll be double Chen. You know what I mean? Then I looked right at that big guy too. I was like, that's a big son of a bitch right there. Good. I'm glad we never got a shot of him. No, that's not. That's just rude. That was the wrong guy. That's fucked up. I meant the gorilla. Look at the big bear right there. Sir, you are not as big as that man there. He's not that you're awkwardly large. You're just a big fucking guy. You know. Yeah. You got him? Yeah. Let's have a shot of him, just so we. No, that's the wrong guy again. The guy in the black T-shirt. What do we have? Stevie Wonder on the cameras tonight? There, thank God. There he is. Do you see how it got progressively larger when we got to him? And then even he was getting mad. No, not that skinny.
These kids will never lose. They're all winners. I didn't like when somebody else felt like they were better than I was. Well, they were fucking better than you. That's the problem in life. There are people that are better than you. If we were all equal, there's no reason for us to sit here like this. Because you'd all be going, I could do that. I could do that. That's what I'm saying. We're all the same. We're all equal. No, motherfucker, we're not. We start off equal, and then it's up to you. But that's what we did. We took all adversity away from these generations. Everything that was like bullying and all that shit, that made us stronger people. Now these kids are fucking weak. They get freaked out. They're very involved with their feelings. How old are you, dude? You look young. No, the guy, not you don't look young. You got excited as shit, didn't you? Me? No, motherfucker. You look like a clean-shaven Indian Jesus. Jesus Christ. You look like Indian Jesus went to a Turkish barber or some shit. I met that kid. 25, yeah, you know what I mean. You're from that generation, you know, like where you guys, and then, you know, I'm not saying you personally, but it could be, I don't know, you know. But your generation is very involved in your feelings. Like everything is about how they feel. How was the show? There was times where I felt cringe. And I felt feelings because I feel feels and I felt feels with a feeling. And I know that if I feel things that it's real because feel and real rhyme, and it has to be something from the universe because I feel it inside. Like everything is about their fuck your feelings. That's what I say. I don't give a shit how you feel, all right? We all feel different things at different times. I woke up this morning, guess what I felt? Fucking tired. You know what I felt after I had breakfast? I felt like I took a nap and I felt better. Your feelings change. I'm from the generation where nobody asked how you felt unless you were sick. Hey, I heard you were sick. How do you feel? I feel better. Thanks for asking. But nobody randomly came up to me and was like, hey man, hey Russell, how do you feel? Huh? What do you mean? Like, are you happy? Are you sad? How do you feel? Like, I feel irritated that you're asking me this stupid fucking question. But this generation will be like, hey man, you feel good? Are you feeling happy? Yeah, thanks for asking. Feels so good. Fucking feelings. That's why they'll do this bullshit, because we took adversity. Or they're like, we got nothing wrong in our lives. What should we do? If I'm a boy, I could say I'm a girl. If I'm a girl, I could say I'm a boy. And they're like, nah, that's been done. Ooh, what do we do? What if we claim to be neither? But if we act really angry about it, they have to believe it. I like it. I'm going with it. And if they question it, tell them it's how you feel. Because nobody can question your feelings. Listen, here's what you need to understand about your feelings. Your feelings are fucking irrelevant. They're not real. In 150 years from now, when you're dead, your feelings are gone. They can find your bones, scrape the DNA, and they get all your information without any fucking feelings attached. What do we got here? It's male, 40, 180 pounds, died of cancer. Oh, it says here it felt like it was a table.
Any hockey fans here tonight? None, huh? I'm thinking in Toronto we should start like our own East Indian ice hockey team, you know? What do you figure they'd be called? Like the Toronto Maple Seeks, you know? Oh, think about it, man. They wouldn't have to wear helmets. Just blue and white jerseys, man. Now, could you imagine the commentary for them? And here comes Singh down center ice. He passes it to Singh. Singh shoots it over to Singh. Singh knocks it to Singh. Singh shoots on Singh. Oh, Singh misses. Uh-oh, they're fighting now. Here comes the ceremonial daggers. Uh-oh, he's unraveling his turban. Uh-oh, they're in a corner now. What's this? They're opening up a store. It's good to see we got a room full of racists. That's always comforting for me to know. Because it's a race culture issue. Everybody's got this race culture issue in this country, you know? Anywhere, you know, there's a big difference between race and culture. Because racially, I'm an Indian man. Culturally, not at all. Many of you may think you're Indian, or, you know, some people think they're Italian, but then they've never been to Italy in their life. They don't speak Italian. It always bugs me out when they call black people in America African Americans. You're not fucking African. You're black. If a black guy showed up in Africa tomorrow, what's happening? You'd be, that motherfucker's crazy. Get him away from me. They'd be looking for a white guy. Oh my God, thank God you're here. Those brothers over there out their mind. Same thing for me. You know, there's a big difference between race and culture. Because all my life, I've been identifying myself as an Indian man. I'm always like, I'm Indian. Yeah, what are you? I'm Indian. Yeah, where are you from? I'm Indian. What do you mean, where am I from? I'm Indian. Then I realized something. I was born and raised in Canada. There's nothing Indian about me. The only thing Indian about me are my parents and my skin tone. That's it. Culturally, I'm not Indian at all. And the only reason I know this is because last year I went to India to do some shows. And I thought I was Indian. And when we're flying over to India, I had this overwhelming Indian feeling. Inside of me, I was like, I'm the most Indian man ever. I just thought I was so Indian, you know? We arrived in Bombay. I was like yelling at the flight attendant, open the doors to this plane. Let me have my Indian people. Let me show those Indians what it's like to be Indian. She opened the doors to that plane. I turned Canadian so fast. I was like, I am so... Did I step in shit just now? When you arrive in India, the minute they open the doors of that plane, you get an overwhelming blast of shit smell right up your nose. It's almost like they hire somebody to shit in front of every plane that lands. Quick, quick, here it comes on. Shit, shit, and go. Shit and go. Go, go, go. And if you're an Indian person out there thinking to yourself, that's not true, that's not true, then fuck you, you probably had a cold or landed in the wrong country. Because racially, I'm an Indian man. Culturally, there's things that happen culturally. If you were not raised in that part of the world, you will find it unacceptable. Like in India, grown-ass men hold hands with other men and walk down the street like everything's okay. And they don't just hold hands, they're holding fucking pinkies and swinging that shit. And to them, there's nothing gay about it. Here's the thing. There's nothing gay to them. To them, I'm holding my friend's hand. What's gay about that? See, you grow up over here, there is no acceptable time for two straight men to ever touch hands. Ever. You ever walk to the mall with one of your guy friends and your hand accidentally bumps it? You're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Get off me! But in India, grown-ass men holding, like, and the guys holding pinkies, the best shit about it is, they'll still try and mac on chicks. Hey, what's up? Hello, hello. Hello. How are you looking very lovely today? Some guys act like thugs, holding hands. They'll be holding pinkies and eyeballing you. Like they're trying to start some shit. I was at the beach in Bombay, right? I'm hanging out. This gang of like 16. Well, 17's an odd number. That would mean one guy's like, somebody hold my hand, somebody hold my hand, right? So, this gang of like 16 dudes is walking across the beach, holding pinkies and giving everybody dirty looks. With their dress pants and flip-flops. How are you going to start a fight holding another man's hand? How? Let go, let go, let go! It's a different world over there, man. And I was there doing shows. I remember before I went to India, I was all nervous, right? Because my friends were like, hey, Russell, man, when you go to India, are they going to understand your jokes? And I was like, I don't know. are they? And they're like, are you going to offend them? I'm like, I don't know. Am I going to offend them? Because I realized something before I went. A lot of my jokes, the punchline is the Indian accent. But it was funny because when I performed in India, everybody understood every single thing that came out of my mouth. Every joke, every line, every suggestion, they were with me. They were with it. They were completely there. And it was funny because every time I did the Indian accent, they laughed harder. Because I think that they don't think that they have that accent. I think they think there's one guy in India with this accent. Probably the same guy shitting in front of every plane, you know what I mean? Because they would come up to me on the streets. People would, in India, walk up to me on the streets. First of all, I don't know how the hell they recognize me on the streets. I'm like, it's India. There's over 1.5 billion people there. I look at least like fucking 15 million people. But they come up to me on the street, they go, Russell! Russell! They were so emphatic with their compliments, too. It was the best thing. Russell, your show last night. Your show, Russell. Your show last night. Too good. Too good. Too good. Son, first class. A1. Fantastic. The show was fantastic. Russell, your show was mind-blasting. Mind-blasting. You mean mind-blowing? No. Anything can blow your mind. This blasted my mind. It was... It's an incredible place to go. I mean, for anybody, whether you're Indian or not, just to go there and just see history and shit that you've never seen before. When I went to after my shows, when I went to Calcutta, because that's where my mom is from, and I went to go see my mom's 2 brothers, my uncles, and I did something very rude in the Indian culture. I didn't stay at my uncle's house, and right, so whatever, because this is what I mean. I'm too North American for my own good. I'm too used to certain luxuries now. Like running water. A toilet. Toilet paper. There's only so much ass washing with a cup that I want to do in my life. You know what I mean?